G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. SportsMom. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's. 4 G's.
Welcome to another episode of 4G Sports. As you can see, we have a house full. But before we get into all of that, you know what I'm going to tell you. Hit the subscribe button. And you know, like Doc always says, hit that bell. All right? So you hit the bell and you know when we on and you know how everything is going to get down. All right? So let's go ahead and get it started. I'm the OG.
I'm the king.
Hey, you know what it is. You got the Doc.
Yes, sir. And as you can see, we have two extra gentlemen with us today, and I'm going to let them introduce ourselves. One is a returning guest. The other one is a new one, but there's a connection between the two. So, Mr. Davis, please go ahead and start off first. Please tell everybody about yourself, and then we'll go straight into Jared.
How you doing? All right. How you guys doing? My name's Kelly Davis. I've been a boxing trainer / MMA trainer for the past 22 years. And 7 days a week, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Ride these guys and tell them what they need to hear and get them on the right page. So here we are again.
Here we go. And the man down there smiling, you'd never know by that smile. That's a dangerous man right there, ladies and gentlemen. Introduce yourself, please, sir, and we can go ahead and get this started.
Hey everybody, my name is Jared, NiteTrain Gooden. I'm a professional mixed martial artist. I'm 17-4, and I am trained by Kelly Davis, the amazing Kelly Davis. Man. It's such a privilege to be learning from this man. Seriously.
There we go. So, and I know everyone is wondering, you have an MMA fighter on. Something must be coming up. I'll tell you about that in just 1 second. But before we get started, you know we have to say this episode of 4G Sports podcast is brought to you by My Cozy Creations by Daphne Cozy. All right. So with the work out the way, let's get right into the fun part.
All right.
It is all over.
I'm a huge MMA fan. I'm a huge fan. So what's it like? What's the training like right before a big fight or any fight? Tell us about it.
Training.
Oh, you want me to get on it? You got it.
I got, man, training before fight. It's man, it's something. It's surreal, man, because it's everything I've wanted. You know what I mean? And it's just like there's a lot of things coming to factor. You know what I mean? Like the hard training, the emotions. And it's all about harnessing it and just preparing for the night. You know what I mean? But I love it. I love this sport. I love everything that comes with it. The training, the cutting weight. It just makes you hungrier. You know what I mean? To get in there for that night, man. I just can't wait to punch you in the face.
All right. You want to jump in on that too, Kelly? I mean, we heard from the fighter. How about from the trainer's perspective?
Yeah. A whole bunch of hollering, you know what I'm saying, to get these guys on the right page and, you know what I'm saying, mold their, not only you're molding their bodies, but you're also trying to mold their minds as well to buy into what you're trying to teach them. Because that is the art of the trainer. Because you know what I'm saying, it's not only, you know, getting their bodies together, because any man can get their bodies together, but the mental side of it is so much more than people have any idea. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got to mold a man and make sure that he believes in everything that you say to him, everything, and you show him why it works. And then once he believes in you, there's nothing that a man can't. I would say I'm still trying to learn that part as a trainer too, because you get so many different individuals and so many different mindsets. You got to remove that. You got to see what makes him click. And it takes such a long time to pull that out of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all tough guys. And then you got to get inside and say, okay, let's see how this guy fights on emotion, or what does this guy fight like? So it's always a big process in the beginning. So it's just more for me, it's just learning the individual, learning what he can and can't do, and what makes him tick on the inside in the beginning.
All right.
Well, before I get into my question, OG, I'm already out of control. I already got things going on here. Because I have a question relative to training, and that's why I'm gonna jump it in there real quick. When you're training, is it kind of like with football and basketball where you're watching film of the opponent too to get a feel for what they do?
Yes and no. I say that because I don't like to watch my opponents. And like take me for example. If you watch me, I don't fight the same way I did like 2 fights ago. You know what I mean? I'm a different fighter every time I step in there. So I don't like to watch my opponents because then I might try to think I see something. You know what I mean? And then like they've changed it completely. And now I'm thinking they do this certain thing like a feint or something like that, and it just messed me up the whole night. So I don't like to watch my opponents. I like to let my coaches do that, and they put in to my training what I need for the fight. And like I said, Kelly Davis is a genius, and I know I'm more than prepared for this for my opponent coming up.
Okay. I've always wondered.
And on my side with that same question is, you know what I'm saying? I will, like I said, I'll watch a guy here and there, watch a few fights. That's all I really need to do. And then I'll say, I'm more worried about what we have to do, because when you're over there trying to figure out what this man is doing, you're taking away from what you're supposed to be doing. You want to make this man fight our fight. We ain't fighting his fight. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we got to focus 100% on what we do and how we do it, and damn him. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run over him and we're going to run through him.
That makes sense.
You definitely want to have a plan A and a plan B, just in case he act up. He don't want to roll a little bit. He don't want to lay down. So we got to have a plan A and B to try to make him lay down. But other
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at what you're saying, but you sound like a coach, a basketball coach, a football coach. I'm ready to get in there and fight.
Yeah. For real.
Man.
Can only imagine what's like to have them every day.
Yeah. I know it's hard not to laugh sometimes. It's gotta be. But that's a good way to look at it, though.
You gotta be dialed in all the time.
Yes, sir.
So, was there a moment in time that made you pursue fighting as a profession, or did it just kind of happen naturally?
And who was that for?
I'm gonna go with NiteTrain first on that one. I want to hear both, but I want to hear NiteTrain. I don't know if he was on the playground and bust somebody's face in, and he was like, "I want to do this forever." You know what I mean?
It's funny. I've always grown up fighting. So I grew up with a sister that was 5 years older than me, and seriously, she was like my first bully, and it's awesome because like it made me always fight. You know what I mean? She would always get me into fights. So if I was fighting, I never forget one day I was so my mom and my dad were never together, like married and like that. They were always separate. So I lived with my mom. There was the time I went down to stay with my dad for like 2 weeks. The first week he took off to hang out with me, and the second week he had to go to work during the day. And so I was just flipping through the channels, bored at his house, and I came across a UFC fight. It was BJ Penn versus Matt Hughes, and it was just funny. Remember, quick channels, and I came across that fight, and just everything didn't matter. Nothing, like everything stopped. You know what I mean? Like it was like tunnel vision. I was just zoned into the TV, and it was just crazy to see these guys just like beating the crap out of each other. On the feet and on the ground. It was just beautiful to see, and like it's funny. I I was watching UFC Unleashed, so I'm sure there was commercials. I just don't remember them at all. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't fight. BJ Penn, check out the bigger guy, Matt Hughes, was just insane to me. You know what I mean? And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, we can do this. This is a sport, and they're going to pay us for it. It's just like, It blew my mind. I knew that's what I had to do. Literally, like right then and there, that was my calling, and I haven't done anything since. I don't.
So you did have that moment then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was. You know, I can't remember who said it, but like a man has would say he's born 2 days, but like he's born one day and the day he knows why. You know what I mean? Like that's when I knew why I was born. I'm going to fight, and I love it. I can't wait.
Oh boy! Oh my goodness! Bullies that learn how to fight, it's not a good thing.
No.
All right, Kelly. I got one for you. Kelly, what made you become a trainer? After your fighting career, what made you become a trainer?
My mama. That's 100% easy. My mama's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying it again. My mama's crazy. You understand? So she wants you to be, you know what I'm saying, fight. My mama will fight everybody in the room and don't give a damn.
Oh my goodness.
Being a kid, you know, being a little kid, I'm laying in the corner like, yeah, I'm scared as hell. So I'm scared as hell. My mom over here fighting everybody in the room, and I don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? So she took me and my brother over to boxing and was like, we need to toughen y'all up and everything else. So we kind of got off of it because of that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as I started getting a little deeper, and then we got to we started getting a little name for ourselves as being little tough kids, and you know, liking the fight and stuff like that. And then another person that was real, one of the, I would say, that steer me. I don't know if you guys remember Mills Lane.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
The referee.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a little reputation was coming, and so I'm sitting. I consider myself I was a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody mess with me. I whoop anybody. You know. So I'm sitting there watching the fights, and I remember this guy and slapped me in the back of the head. If I'm lying, he slapped me hard. So I'm about to hit the first one that's standing behind me. You know what I'm saying? I turn around. It's Mills Lane.
Oh,
you know, he got that little boy. Hey, and he real short. Hey, man, I know about you. You're a real tough guy. And so I'm looking at him, but he's a federal judge. I touch him, I'm in jail for life. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you're a tough guy. Yeah. So I was like, yes, sir. Thank you. After you done slapped me upside my head.
Oh, man.
He's going to tell you some knowledge. He says, you need to move to Las Vegas and you could be something great. That's what he told me. He said, you need to move to Las Vegas. You could be something great. And I said, really? You know, just to pick me out of the crowd and tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciated him for that. And he says, if you go to Vegas, I will call and get you in the gym there. So I didn't leave maybe 6 months later. Once I made it down there, I went to the gym he told me to go to. I told him he sent me here. Me and my brother, we went in, and he says, yeah, he called and said that let you guys in. And I owe the whole beginning of the whole thing from Mills Lane doing that for us, letting us in. You know, and I kind of ran with it from there.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. And the second part of my question is, how did you become NiteTrain's trainer?
Well, what it is, I have another fighter that's you guys will have another show, you know, Philip Rowe, and he was I've been training him for now about 5-6 years, and I saw Jared. I saw him come in. He was spawn with my guy. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't going Jared's way that day. You know what I'm saying? Jared, he was, you know what I'm saying? He was taking a lot of stuff, but he didn't give up. He kept trying. You know what I'm saying? I was saying like, that ain't gonna work. He would do something else. I was, that ain't gonna work. But he kept trying. And you know what I'm saying? And one thing, you know what I'm saying? you can train anybody, and that's what I like to see. He had heart, he had determination. Even when his shit didn't work, he kept trying. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? As a fighter, I can respect that. So he was like, I said, hey man, we started talking and stuff, and I said, I don't mind. I can, try to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Give you a few little techniques here and there, and we started, working a little bit and stuff like that, and then. We just kept coming on. We stayed together. And then he called me when we got back to Atlanta, because this happened in Orlando, a solid relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because the trainer and the fighter has to be, like I told him, you know what I'm saying? I love fighting with all my heart. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love hurting people. I you know what I'm saying? There's no other way to put it. I love, the technique of how to, to break a man down, how to break his ribs or, break his jaw. I love all of those things. You know what I'm saying? And so once we got together and we started making that connection, this is the real connection, fellas. You know what I'm saying? You want to break some shit. And that's how we came together. We've been working. And now he's dominating. He's got footwork. He's got head movement. He's an educated fighter now. He knows he's not just throwing punches for no reason. He's throwing it with mean intentions. He knows where they're coming from. He knows his distance, his range. And I'm looking forward for the UFC to see him, because they thought they had something before. But when they see him comes next Saturday, they're going to be more than impressed. And we're looking to break something.
I can't wait.
And we'll discuss. Oh, well, you know what? Since you brought up next Saturday, can you go ahead and explain what's happening next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Well, okay.
Oh, I apologize.
Go ahead,
Coach.
That's you, Jared.
I got you, baby. Next Saturday, November 21st, UFC 255. I make my UFC debut versus Alan Joe Bain, and I can't wait for it, bro.
November 21st. UFC. Which one is that again?
UFC 255.
255. All right. I'm gonna watch that one, because the way your trainer talks, I'm expecting you to bust the ribs, bust the lip. I need the eyes swollen shut. I need him to look like this when the fight goes. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for damage.
Because see, Jared, and I tell Jared this all the time. I said, when people pay for your fights, you got to look for when people sit down and say, I'm going to watch a Jared Gooden fight, you better make damn sure they get every penny's worth. Everything they pay for. I tell you, sit down, you watch a fight, you're going to get exactly what you're looking for. It ain't going to be, that was terrible. No, it can't happen. We work from bell to bell, throwing nothing but meaningful shots. Everything to hurt, everything to break. So I can guarantee you guys, if you sit down and watch this fight, we coming with it. 100%.
So I'm ready to sign up and watch it.
Yeah.
Or I won't try. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is ladies and gentlemen, I've never heard a trainer talk like this. And the fighter just sitting there agreeing and smiling and shaking his head.
Yeah. I can't wait.
That's telling you he don't have to say nothing. He gonna let his fist do the talk and his feet. And the trainer can talk all he wants. But the fighter's ready to go. I can see that right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to Saturday. Go ahead, King. I'm not gonna stop you no more. Go ahead.
Hold on. King, can I jump in real quick?
Absolutely.
Just one quick question. Jared, how did you become NiteTrain? Like, how did you get that nickname?
Uh-oh.
I'll never forget. I went one as an amateur, and right after my last amateur fight, I fought for the Georgia amateur MMA title, and I won. My mom, my aunt, my uncle, my cousins, everybody came down to watch me. They all live in Alabama, that's where I was born, and they all came down to Georgia to watch it. And my uncle, he used to make comic books. He used to work for I don't want to say, I think it was Marvel or DC, one of the two. But he drew comic book characters. And so my aunt asked him after I won the fight when we got back home. They're like, because my nickname was My Bad at the time, because I'm such a I love conflict, like fighting, but I'm actually a nice guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to put it. Like if we were walking, you know what I mean, and we're about to bump, I'm like, oh my god, my bad. You know what I mean? So like, my first nickname, my bad. And so like I said, I just won the Georgia Amateur World Title. Georgia Amateur Title, and my uncle's like, what would you give Jared as a nickname before he goes pro? And my uncle just stares at me for a good minute, and he's like, NiteTrain. And we all ask him why. Like I was like, why NiteTrain? He's like, because I always move forward in the fight like a train. And he's like, you're dark as fuck. So I was like, damn. He's like, that's where Nite came from. So Nite came from, man. I'm dark.
All right.
I'm loving this. I'm telling you, this may be one of the best shows we've done. I have had class this much from beginning to the middle of the show and so on. Right. I love it. And I'm not laughing to be disrespectful. I'm laughing because I'm here. You know, some of us hear truth and want to talk. I'm going to laugh because I know it's truthful.
Right. Yeah.
And from, like I said, Mr. Davis, Kelly is over there talking, and I look at you, and all you do is sit there and smile and just go,
yeah.
And I'm like, that's a bad sign for your opponent. When the fighter does a lot of this, sometimes they're not ready. That's what I think. But when the fighter just, okay, yep, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And don't say nothing. I mean, until we ask you a question, Kelly, good job, because you got him ready to go.
He's ready. He sounds ready.
Neither.
Oh yeah, my mind is hardened to work. It's hardened to the job, 100%. I am ready, and that's another part of the training. You know what I'm saying? Because any day that I'm lackadaisical or I might not feel it, or you know what I'm saying, my day just ain't going right. So you can't have that shit when it comes to this game. You have to be 100% ready for the job 24/7 all day long. If you jump, I'm gonna knock your ass. That's just the way it's got to be. And because the fighters are gonna pick up on that in a minute. If you lacking at any point, the fighters are gonna look at that. Like, dang, coach, we in there gotta get in there and throw down. If you over here lagging, we can't believe what you're saying. And that's the prop, you know what I'm saying? So I built many world champions, and I'm not gonna stop, you understand? So I got to be this way hard all the time. And the funny thing is, I got to try to tell you, this is not an act. So Jared, he know that, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a TV show, but if someone called my bluff today, he knows I'll get down real quick. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. It would not be a hesitation, and he's seen that. You see what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? This is real talk. It's not no just, you know, for the TV show or nothing like that.
Ooh, Jesus Christ! I don't know what to say.
Somebody's fixing to catch hands.
It's best. Hey, I'm before King gets started again. One of my homeboys gave me this picture. He was like a brother to me. He lived next door to me. I don't even know if you can see who it is, but this is one of his. He's an MMA fighter. He's trained, and my boy Tosh gave me this, and I just want to give Tosh a shout out because he's the one that really got me into MMA. UFC, because he was so into it. So I just had to get that out. But
that's the axe murder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of his big. I think he trained with him, or he came to his training camp, or something like that. I can't remember. But I'm like, hey, and I started watching it with him, and I fell in love with it ever since.
Yeah, mad respect.
All right, King. We're not going to interrupt you no more, sir.
I'm afraid to ask my next question.
I
know. So us as fans that watch MMA, we see a lot of guys get dropped and hit the deck real hard, or just get choked out like it's nothing. What is your most memorable knockout and or submission?
Woo! Who you want to start?
Either one.
They both thinking too. Look, they thinking hard.
Oh no, shit! Me personally, so many. So it's like trying to get through. You know, my mind is fluttering because I'm like, I don't have so many memorable fights. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah,
My God.
It's not a tough question. It's a great question. It's just my mind is just running through so many. Because like I said, I've been doing this. You know, I've been a professional coach now since '98. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like you got to ask somebody like, who haven't you fought? You know what I'm saying? Or who haven't you done? I've had conflicts with so many. I'm like, God, dog.
Hey, translation is I've done knocked so many people out. I can't pick just one. That's what that translation.
That's what it sounds like to me, too, Doc. That's what it's. I've knocked a couple of them out. I've submitted a couple of them, and a couple of them I didn't like really. So I sent them to the hospital. So I don't know which one I like the best.
Knock the soul out of a man.
Okay, we can kind of narrow it down. How about this? How about we say, tell us about your first knockout and your first submission.
Oh, there we go.
My first submission was my first submission. My first submission as a professional was my pro debut, August 8th, 2015. I got a man of my favorite submission is a triangle choke. People like to ask me my favorite submission or knockout, and it's funny. Don't be wrong. I love cracking. I love knocking people out, but submissions to me are just so much better. Like I love that shit. The reason I love submissions the most is because like I'm making another man say I quit. I'm making another man say you've taken me to my breaking point, and he's actually tapping out like he's saying he can't take anymore. I love that shit, bro. Like I get off to that shit, bro. Like I got 6 submissions, bro. I love that shit, bro. Like people don't know, man. I'm weird, man. I think about that shit, bro. I blow bitches back to that shit, bro. I love submissions making a man say that he quit, man. That's something better than gold to me. You know what I mean? I love this shit, bro.
November 22nd. UFC 255. Somebody in trouble. God! Oh, somebody.
Well, I can tell you that. I don't have no submissions. I can tell you that. That's 100. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can choke him, I can hit him. You know what I'm saying? So, if he's close enough to get choked, I can hit him. So I'm all right. I'm gonna put them dogs on him.
Oh my
That's just
God.
me. I'm gonna put them dogs on him and see how he like that.
Oh my God. I like it.
You know what?
I like it.
I'm gonna say this now before we get to the next question. Kelly, Jared, the next time y'all train here in Atlanta, please let me know. I just wanna be a fly on the wall. I will come, I will clean up the corner, I will sweep up, I'll act like I'm not even there. I just want to watch because whatever y'all are going through in training,
oh man.
255, I can't see. UFC, November 21st, 255 is stuck in my head.
They're gonna find out all about NiteTrain.
Boy.
All about it. OG said he'll hold the spit bucket. OG said he'll hold the spit bucket or whatever.
I'll do whatever. Hey, Doc King. Ask Jared what his slogan is.
What's the slogan?
Just ask him. Look at Nick go square ass.
He said choo-choo, motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, when you got a slogan like that,
man,
and
I gotta tell you what.
It's over.
I have a question on behalf before I get into my actual scripted question, because I'm known to go off the damn rails anyway. Did you catch that? Rails, NiteTrain? Come on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
Oh,
yeah. I got a question on behalf of all three of us. The whole world's about to get introduced to NiteTrain, and I can already see you're going to be a main event fighter for a long time to come. I want us three walking in that ring with you after COVID go down, part of the entourage with you all. I'll hold the sign. I don't give a damn what it is. I'll take the damn robe off. I don't care. I want to be there. Main event time. All of us walking out with you.
I got the belt.
There you go.
I'm carrying the belt.
I'll come in dancing.
I'm carrying the belt.
I gotta let you know though. I promise, Coach, my first belt. So you have to get the second one.
All right. yeah.
I have a serious question though.
What's up?
What is the psyche that a fighter has after a loss? How do you motivate yourself to move on to the next fight? Tell us about that.
Great question.
That's a great question.
Man, because like, I'm not gonna lie to you with that. Like a loss always sucks, and I can't lie. For me, I go through a lot of emotions. You know what I mean? Because like this is this is my life. This is my career, and a loss sucks, man. But at the end of the day, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to look and see what you did wrong and how can you improve. You know what I mean? And I have to go. I take this question a step further, man. Like fighters don't do that when they win. That's when you really need to do that. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of fighters, they'll win, think, oh, I'm doing everything right. Let's keep everything the same. Man, I'm coming off a great. I'm coming off of what? Yeah, three straight victories right now, but they're all finishes. So like I said, I've just changed everything and brought in Coach Kelly. You know what I mean? So like, man, a loss, always sucks, and you just have to go back to the drawing board and always reassess and come back better. But like I said, what a lot of fighters don't do is they don't make changes they need to, even when they're winning, and that's something that I do. And like I said, I'm glad that I brought Coach Kelly in. He's helped my footwork out. Man, Coach Kelly gave me swagger, bro. And like I never had it before, man. Not till now, man. This is just I can't wait to go in here and just show UFC and everybody, the world, NiteTrain, man. I'm just gonna put on a show, bro. I can't wait. Hope you all watch.
Can't wait.
Absolutely.
Well, I think I know the answer to this one real quick.
Okay.
Oh wait, go ahead, Mr. Kelly. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to for me, you know what I'm saying? A loss is a terrible, terrible motherfucking day. You understand what I'm saying? It bothers me. And one thing about with the coach, it sticks with me because that is the way that you adapt and then you learn and then you move on. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned more from losses than I ever did from winning. Because when you think your shit don't stink or you think your ass is this high and all of a sudden somebody bring you back down, you like, oh shit, I got to go here. So I got to go here. So when you know what I'm saying, I'm much older than these young bucks, but my thing is like, I remember the losses. So my job is to make sure he don't make those mistakes that I might have made or the other fighters might have made, cover all the bases. So those losses for me, they piss me off. You know what I'm saying? I'm still pissed off about them. You know what I'm saying? Because those are things. And even when my fighters go out there and lose, that hurts me the same. You know what I'm saying? We live and die with those guys because you give them everything you got. You know what I'm saying? So no one feels, as bad as we do when he's coming out of there. He's got physical, but we also wear the mental part too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right there with him because like I was telling him the other day, I love fighting with all my heart. So I love him the same. You get what I'm saying? So it's like your son is out there, your uncle, your dad, the same family members. We all, parents here. So we all know, you know what I'm saying? So when they lose, you live and die with them. You know what I'm saying? And you want to make sure that you give him. So that's why I can look him in the eye and say, I did everything I could in training camp. So I know you're ready. So go out there and do your thing. So that's the only thing that helped me get through a loss is because when you did everything possible, you can hold your fucking head up and say, I did everything I could. It was just a better man that day. You know what I'm saying? Just for that, he was a better man that day. So I can look myself in the mirror and say, I did everything possible. That's the only way I can take it.
Okay.
Because I gave everything I could in training, and let's go see what happens.
Sounds, hey. Like I said, I know the laughing stopped, but we're dead serious. UFC, November 21st, 255. NiteTrain, trained by Kelly Davis. Go ahead. Who's next?
It's gonna be a show. This is probably gonna be a quick one. I think I know the answer based off of when you said your moment was. So for me, I'm just going to ask NiteTrain, was it always UFC the goal? Was boxing first? Or was it always going to be UFC? That was what it was.
It was always going to be UFC, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I knew about boxing before UFC, and it always interested me. I tell you what, though, man, boxing interests me a lot more now than just MMA. Like it's just like, because I didn't know about it, like how deep it goes. You know what I mean? But yeah, the goal is always in UFC, and now that I'm here, I just can't wait to like the next is get the UFC belt and just hold on to it as long as I can, as long as I will, as long as I want to.
Can't wait.
Woo, woo! That's boy. I'm not gonna even say nothing. I'm gonna go on to the next question. I almost said something. I'm gonna wait on that one. Kelly, these are for you, my brother. What do you look for? What do you look for when you sign a fighter to your promotional company, or to train? However, which way you want to look at it. I know you said some of it earlier, but as far as the promotion side and the training side, what are you kind of looking for?
Well, that part is kind of easy because that's what's so great about the fight game. You know what I'm saying? We have the chamber of truth. That's what I call the ring, because guys can be outside. Oh, I can do this. I'll do this. I'll do that. And I'm like, oh, really? Put your shit on, because the chamber of truth is right there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to tell me everything I need to know right now. Damn what your mouth say. Step inside the chamber of truth, and we're going to find out what you got. So it's the easiest job ever. Because I can do this. I can do this. I said, you ain't doing none of that shit in that ring, because that boy tearing your ass up. So with your mouth saying, you ain't doing it inside of the chamber of truth. It's going to square away real quick.
Oh my God. I don't care what this man does. If he talks to you that way, you're going to get in there and fight. You're going to run through a brick wall. You're going to try to fly. Yeah, that's intense. Boy, I don't, like I said, let's keep, and who's next? Is it me or is it King? Is it you?
I want to say it's me. It is. So, we know there's all kinds of different MMA organizations, Bellator, all those other ones. Do the rules differ from league to league, or are they almost pretty much the same?
Ooh, so that's a great question. I believe the fights out of the state the most. Well, I can't even say that, because like UFC and Bellator, they both they leave the state. But like Pride or One Championship, I believe that their rules do differ. So yes, like to answer your question, yes, they do differ a little bit. Because I believe Bellator, they had a rule for a while where they couldn't throw elbows like on the ground, like that. Something weird. But I believe like in Pride, you could like soccer kick somebody on the ground. You can't do it in the US, which I think it's kind of crap. You know what I mean? Like if you could elbow somebody, you should be able to like kick them into next week. But hey, but yeah, to answer your question, yes, the rules do change with organization.
Is that a hard adjustment?
No, at the end of the day, as long as I have my fist, like that's all I need really. These two rocks that I'm gonna crack somebody's face.
Oh my goodness. To hear the way a fighter talks though, like, or even Mr. Kelly as a trainer or promoter, you hear a lot of, as long as I can bust their face open or send their soul the next week.
Legalized ass.
But you know what? The funniest thing I heard last night before the Crawford fight, he said you could play every other sport. You don't play boxing. Yeah. So I think this would say you don't play MMA and you don't play boxing. Yeah. So these are just, and I get it, because once you say that, you go, that's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They play basketball, they play football, they play soccer. You never nobody say, "Oh, I play boxing,"
right?
Or I play MMA. No, I'm a fighter or I'm a trainer. It's either one or the other.
Did y'all watch the fight last night?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Crawford is no joke. Crawford is no joke. Crawford is no joke.
Oh man, it's a great.
Crawford is no joke.
His opponent was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what? Since we brought that up, let me ask both of you guys the same question. Like, if you do watch a boxing match like last night, do you kind of take certain stance and punches styles, or you just watching it for the fun of it, like everyone else?
I'll let Coach take it first.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, you got that, Jared? You got me.
I thought I was gonna get Coach take it first.
So you saying? Okay, you were saying about the styles and stuff like that.
Right, like if you're watching a boxing match, do you kind of say, "Hey, I like the way he threw that uppercut combination"? Do you try to incorporate that in the training, or you just watch it for entertainment?
There's always a little aspect you want to grab, because every fighter grabs. We all have a baseline that we all pick from. You have the jab, you have the right hand, the left hook. Those are all basic shots that are always given. There's a set form that we all have to follow. How the punches are delivered, how you keep the elbow behind the punch, and everything else. We have all of those things, but then you got to say, okay, let me see this man. That's why you have to be a counselor as well as a trainer, because you look at this man and he said, well, I can't do that. Jared said he can't dance. That's what he tell me. I can't dance. I say, oh, really? You know what I'm saying? I say, you can get down, no, can't you? See me smile. Oh, yeah, I can get down when I got to get. I never say that. So once you start breaking those things down, get into the man's mental and seeing and teaching him what he can do, and that's how. And then you make it. Then once he starts believing, then you can say, okay, I'm gonna add this to the training. I'm gonna add this shot. See, you thought you couldn't do that, but see, you can. And now it's an effective. Now we have another weapon that he thought for sure he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, you can do everything that one man do, another man can do. You just gotta find that mental point and let him show him exactly what he can do. That's all.
Okay.
100%.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, go ahead. No, go.
I kind of like Coach said, man. Watch it. Yeah, mainly for entertainment, but I'm also anything I can grasp. I was looking for the next new thing. Like I never forget. A very underrated fighter to me is Demetrius Johnson, DJ, and what he did in one of his UFC fights, like he faked a takedown into an armbar. That's insane. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I watch for entertainment, but I'm also trying to look and see the next new thing. You know what I mean? And that happened like 5 years ago. People still haven't caught on. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But yes, man. Let answer your question. I meant, yeah, always look for the next new thing.
Okay. All right. My question is going to be a two-parter. The first part of it is for NiteTrain, but I'm going to ask Mr. Kelly's after. That way NiteTrain can answer and Mr. Kelly can go right into his answer. For you, Jared, if you weren't a fighter, what would you be doing? And for Mr. Kelly, was it a challenge to transition from being a fighter to a trainer and promoter, and which do you prefer now? Go ahead, NiteTrain. I'll let you go first.
I don't know how to answer that question because this is all I know. Like, I really don't. There's no answer to that question. This is all I know. Like, it's funny. I dropped out of high school to be a fighter, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there's a time I dropped out of my senior year. You know what I mean? There's a time like I grew up with a single mother. You know, my sister moved out. My mom was drowning in bills. You know what I mean? So I told my mom that I was already training at the time. She wanted me to finish school. I told her, I'm like, no, I will drop out. I'll work during the day and I will train at night just so we could pay bills. And that's, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else I know to do. This is all I know. Like, I think that, because to me, like, if you have a plan B, your plan A is plans to fail, if that makes sense. So this is all I know. This is all I will do. Like I said, I'm giving myself 9 years. When I'm done and retired, I'll see what I do next.
Okay.
And see, that's what one people got to understand too. In the fight game, you can't be on the fence because you're dead meat. Because these guys are 100% in. 100. There is no you know what I'm saying, say, oh, I could do this, I could fall back. Nah. Because once you get that in your mind, that other man's gonna roll right through you. Because all he sees is this is the job and this is what I have to do. It's a very deadly sport. That's why you can't play it. You can't call timeout. You can't do none of that. No one's going to help you. It's just you and him. And that's it. You can't call your mama, your dad, referee, help me. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? When that gate shuts behind you, that's scary. You know what I'm saying? That's scary. There ain't nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. You better not think about nothing else but that man in front of you. So now we don't have nothing else set. This is what we do. This is how we're going to do it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Nothing else matters.
I guess it's almost giving your opponent fuel, almost like, okay, let me go ahead and send him to Plan B then. So I get it.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess this cat, he does modeling and everything else. So we got to make sure his modeling career ends on Saturday.
Oh, just swell that face all up.
Wait.
Bust it up.
Who's a model?
His opponent, OG. His opponent.
Are you serious?
He be in them underwear ads.
All right, Jared, NiteTrain.
What's up, brother?
I don't know what to say to you if you lose to a model.
Oh, it ain't gonna happen. You see that face?
All right.
That ain't happening.
No, wait. You said it was all smiling jokes until I said that.
You see that? You see that?
That's how I don't play with that, man. I'm going to win. I'm going to destroy you, man. I can't wait.
That's all I want. That's all I want. And since now I got you talking about it, Jared, both of you guys can elaborate more about your UFC fight and tell them when, where they can find it, everything about the fight you need them to know.
Guys, the fight's next Saturday. This Saturday, November 21st. It's going to be on ESPN Plus, UFC 255 prelims. Please, guys, check me out. And you can, if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. It's NiteTrain, NITE Train MMA 23. On Facebook, Jared Gooden, and on Twitter, capital J, capital G, NiteTrain 23. Guys, follow me, follow my journey up to the top of the UFC, and I stay there on the mountain.
All right. Well, see, now that's from the fighter standpoint. Now, Mr. Davis, sell the fight one last time. Let's sell the fight.
Well, I can tell you like this to all everybody's listening out there. You know, I can tell you 100%. If you pay your money, if you take the time to sit down and watch this man fight, you're going to get every dollar's worth. I can guarantee you that 100%. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to get everything you pay for. It's going to be worth your time because time is money. So if you take the time to sit down, you're going to get every penny's worth. You're going to be like, damn, I want to watch him again. You know what I'm saying? That was worth, taking the time off and sitting down. You know what I'm saying? I could have been out doing something with the kid. You know what I'm saying? We got to watch this kid. Sit down, take your time, watch the fight, and you will enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? That he going to give you everything you're looking for.
All right.
Next Saturday, UFC. Go ahead.
Next Saturday, UFC on ESPN, correct? ESPN Plus?
ESPN Plus,
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, I will definitely be watching. Now, Mr. Davis, you didn't already answer this question. It is time for the off topic. And King, you have the privilege. So you get to tell this man if he can come back on the show or not, if he gets his answer wrong.
Well, I'm not going to tell him that he can't because he can fight. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to tell him that. You can come back, bro, anytime. Right or wrong answer, don't matter.
It's on you. Asking.
The question that we always ask every guest is Kobe or LeBron? Who's the better player?
Oh, that's easy, man. That's Kobe.
Thank you. Woo!
If you ask me, the greatest basketball player of all time.
Thank you, Jesus.
No, yeah, no. Look, the greatest, to me, I think it's always an opinion. To me, the basketball player who's ever played is Michael Jordan, and number 2 is Kobe because he was just like Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? LeBron's more of like a Magic Johnson kind of player. I mean, he wants to bring his team up. You know, and Kobe and Jordan are more selfish. They're more about me, and that's why they're the greatest. You got to be kind of greedy to be the best.
All right.
That was a great.
Go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that was a great explanation, and not just because he could cave my face in. That was really good.
I was a little nervous. Just a little bit.
I'm done. Y'all some scary people. Don't be scared. He can't do nothing to you through the TV. Don't be scared.
Restrict cosplay.
Yeah. Oh man.
My God. I'm done.
What is it?
Do we have time for one more question?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to ask if anybody had any more before I get in my thing.
NiteTrain, I have a question for you. So, we have this thing called Mount Rushmore also. Who is your Mount Rushmore of all-time UFC fighters?
Woo.
Mount Rushmore? You mean like the best?
Like your top
time?
4.
What's your top
4 ever.
Ever.
Oh. Damn, that's a good question. Number 1 has to go to John Jones.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm gonna have to get it to Demetrius Johnson. Number 3 has to go with GSP, George St. Pierre, and number 4, Anderson Silva.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All
hard
right.
to argue that.
Hey, you see, I didn't say nothing, but I'm looking at his trade and he didn't say his name, so I'm trying to figure out where is he number 5 on your list?
Wait, what?
Your man sitting up there. Is he on your list?
I ain't know no jujitsu stuff. He know me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. If you don't do submissions, you can knock people out.
If you close enough to choke him, you close enough to hit him. You know what I'm saying? With them dogs on him.
All right, that's another. We're gonna have to use that quote, and I'm gonna have to put that on the shirt. Close enough to knock him out.
Yeah, hey, he got a couple of shirts today, OG, because we want to know what the Chamber of Truth said too. You gotta put that on the shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through here and we'll have to copyright and give Kelly and Jared some of this money. We're gonna pick up these shirts. They're not gonna come look for me. See, we live in the same state. They not come to look for me. They can look for y'all in Phoenix. They ain't looking for me in Atlanta.
I don't even live in Phoenix. I live in Florida somewhere.
Alias anyway.
Right.
Smart man.
Oh man.
Hey, before I get into some of my stuff, does anybody else have anything? You good, OG?
No, I'm good.
King?
I'm good.
All right. Well, hey, from 4G, NiteTrain, Mr. Kelly Davis, man, we appreciate y'all coming on the show. It was fun. It was fun. Probably one of my favorites. To all of our followers, our listeners, our subscribers, once again, we appreciate y'all, man. We do it for y'all. We do this because we know y'all enjoy watching. So please just keep sharing, man. Tell your friends to share. Tell your friends to share. Get on YouTube, hit subscribe, and you know what Doc always says, hit that bell. What's good? All right, hey, this episode was brought to you once again by My Cozy Creations, and the owner is Daphne Cozy. Thank you, Daphne.
Thank you. Well, before
Mr. Kelly, you got to sign off?
Go ahead.
Sure. What were you gonna say?
Oh, just your sign off, your shout out, anything you want to close with.
No, just say thank you guys for having us. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. You know, we're still learning, to be, and I was telling Jared, we got to be more social, get out there, start speaking more on TV. And let's practice when we get in that belt. So we got to practice talking anyways and, being more respectful. So we're gonna keep practicing and be a little bit better. So we get on stage with the UFC belt, we won't act up too much, but we will be like, hey, I just appreciate everything you guys did, and thanks for having me on 4G Sports. I love you guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, we appreciate you. Oh, my God. Before Jerry says his shout-outs, I just have one request. When you guys win this title, you don't have to say nothing. All you got to do is this, and we know exactly what you're talking about. Just throw up the fours real quick. Okay. We'll be good and happy. Yeah. That's it. So when you do that, that's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need. Go ahead, Jerry, with your shout-out, sir.
First and foremost, always shout out to God and thank Him for everything that I have. I always give a shout out to my hero, my mother. She fought so hard for me to be the man I am today, and so I always got to give a shout out to her. Thank you guys for letting me be a part of this. Thank you for bringing me on, me and Coach Kelly. Shout out to UFC. Shout out to my opponent. Thank you for signing the fight, the contract, and I can't wait to bust you up come Saturday, bro. And that's about it.
Ah, damn.
Oh,
God,
shit.
Damn.
That's it. One quick question. Jared, you said, now does your mother come to your fights and watch your fights, or she waits till it's over?
Man, my mom now comes to my fights. I used to be scared of my mom coming to my fights because I know her scream more than anything. You know what I mean? I was always afraid if I got hit good and she screamed, I'd be like, huh? And it is I can't hit again, I used to be scared of it, but now my mom comes to my fights, wait for COVID to be over. But yeah, I'm bringing my mom back to my fights again, and I can't wait. I love having her there. She always has a great time. She's a mother. She always sweats it until I'm out there, you know what I mean? But she loves to watch me fight, and I can't wait for COVID to be over so she can come and I can tell her my mother. All right.
I just had to ask that quick question. Oh, go ahead. Was it on you, Doc, for the shout-outs?
Yeah. And this is more, just real quick, not even so much a shout-out, man. This is to everybody. Hey, look, we got another COVID surge among us. Everybody do what you got to do. Stay diligent in masking and washing your hands and social distance the best you can when you're not stomping somebody's face in. And go ahead and let's get through this surge. Let's get through this surge so we can get back to going to events like this and going to the basketball games and football games and the concerts and whatnot.
Oh,
go ahead,
my
Q.
God. Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to give a shout out to all my brothers on the screen right now. I want to give a special shout out to my brand new freshman basketball team. I finally met them this week, and they finally got a taste of that Chris Gossett attitude, man. They was not ready for that, but they gonna have to get ready. They were like, "Who is this guy? And why are we running?" You gonna run today. You gonna run today. So I'm excited for those boys. I have a 6'3" freshman.
Oh my
6'3".
goodness.
He can shoot, run the floor, long, really, really good attitude. I can't wait to work with this kid. I'm so excited for this young man. He'll move up to varsity. I can't wait to just get my paws on him, because if you can hit him, if you can grab him, you can hit him, right? That's what they said. If you grab him, you can hit him.
Yeah,
if you can choke him,
he's gonna be a banger. He's gonna be a banger. He's gonna mix it up. I can't wait to get my paws on this young man.
All right. Well, my shout-outs is real quick and simple, of course, always to SportsMom and my family, my 4G family. And once again, I have to give the utmost respect and kudos to Kelly Davis and to you, Jared Gooden. Thank you guys for coming on. Good luck next Saturday. Once again, it's UFC 255, ESPN Plus, November 21st.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. And we already know, and you said it all, but I want you to say it one more time. And when you finish, I'm going to go into my spiel and we're going to get out. You thanking him for signing the contract so you can do what?
So I can be the Space Man, bro. I can't wait, bro.
It's not nice.
Oh my God.
Something tells me this is the most we're going to see this man smile. If we had a camera on him for up until next Saturday, I don't think he's going to smile too much more than what he's smiling now. Because I know Friday, it clicks in. Saturday, there's no smiling.
Yep.
until after the result. So, man, all I can say is good luck to both. I will be watching. I'm not gonna lie. So expect I got your number, Jared. Expect the text, Kelly. Expect the text.
Yeah.
We'll say file funny stuff, but hey, I'm going to text you guys and just let you know I appreciate. I'm watching and supporting. All right.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So, if you have any comments for the show, of course, we're on every social media platform. We're on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram. You can also hit us up at 4G Sports, Sports with a Z, at Gmail, and also on Facebook at Gentleman Sports. All right. So, like we always say, thank you for watching. And always, G's, we're out.